What is up, guys? It is Gamers Revolution here, and welcome to the video about the new Origins intro cinematic. So I'm going to let you guys watch it, and I hope you guys enjoy.
It began long ago, on the battlefields of the Great War. Two German scientists sought to harness dark and mysterious forces buried for centuries. They believed their discoveries would assure Germany's ultimate victory. But they could never have imagined was just what else their research would unearth.
Wow, that actually looked really awesome. Now, I said this about the last trailer, but this one also did look really nice. Now, there are a couple things that I wanted to talk about right now for you guys, and I got a list of it right here. But as you can see on screen now, the map does take in Verdun, France. It says Northern France at the beginning, but when it shows about Richtofen and Maxis, you can clearly see in the center of both of them, it says Verdun. Now, I said this in one of my previous videos, actually in both of them, and it turns out that I was right. It was because I used the dates on the letters to find out what battles that this took place in, and I found that it was Verdun, France, but that was mentioned in one of my other videos. Now, along with this Verdun, France, you can also see the first time we have ever seen Dr. Maxis. Now, take note of how old he is. I don't know how he could survive all the way up past World War II and also into the 60s and 70s when I believe Buried takes place. It's just a little interesting to note. I can't really make much of it right now, but we'll see once the map is released. Now, we're going to talk about the tombs. This is at pretty much the beginning of the trailer where these guys are digging, and it's right before the, I'm going to call him the boss zombie, comes and attacks them. They are trying to find something. I'm not sure what it is, but they're trying to find it, and they end up getting attacked by the zombie. Now, what you can also see is that the original zombies, what I'm going to call them, or the boss zombies, whatever you want to call them, they have purplish blue eyes. Now, this is a different color than the blue that we've seen in Black Ops 2. So I'm going to call them purple eyes. I don't know what this necessarily means, but what I can tell you is that once these original zombies go and attack the workers that are working on the tombs, the workers' eyes turned yellow. Now you can also see that the workers are building something in the background, and this is why in the original trailer we had missing parts to buildings and they were half built. It's because they all turned to zombies. Now, another interesting thing is the Shino Numa stone. Now it looks exactly like what Shino Numa looked like, this actually Element Run 115 rock, but this one, it's blue. Now, this really doesn't make any sense to me. We'll have to see when the map actually comes back. And that's really what I got from the beginning of it. Now, the end, that's where it really gets interesting. So, you can see on screen now the 4 characters meeting up for the first time. Now, the 3 characters, it looks like no one knows each other, because they're all pointing their guns at each other like, are you a zombie? And then they actually notice that Richtofen's there, and Richtofen, he looks up from what he's doing and realizes that he has his blood on his hands, and he looks really confused or very scared. And the reason I think this is if you haven't seen my other theory, it was my last theory, I said that Richtofen would be having flash forwards along with the other characters. Flash forward is like a flashback, but it's a flash forward into the future, and Richtofen's like looking like, I don't want to do this. I don't want this to happen in the future. So that's what I think Richtofen is happening, because he just looks really confused when he noticed that there's blood on his hands. Next thing you notice is that the giant zombie robot boss comes crashing in. And I think he crashes down on the starting area, because that's where all four characters are, and that just seems like the appropriate place for it to start. Now, after the zombie crashes, this person says,
"My name is Samantha. I'm going to tell you how all this really began."
And most of you would think, oh yeah, this is just the Samantha that controlled the zombies. And I think you guys are right as well. But it doesn't sound like Samantha. I think she's telling this to like maybe her grandkids when she is really old and her voice is like really raspy and stuff like that. And that this is a story that apparently is supposed to give kids nightmares. That's what has been talked about in the community for a long time, that the actual zombie storyline is supposed to be a nightmare to tell kids when they're about to go to bed. So this makes sense that Samantha would be telling her grandkids or her kids or someone along those lines this story about how zombies came to be. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, a lot of this can't be proven right yet, but we'll just have to see when the map comes out. So this is all theories that I have, but it was a great cinematic, and I can't wait to actually play this map. I will be getting you guys early content in 1 week. I will be waking up around like 3 a.m. just to play this map for you guys, because that's what I like to do. So I will get the starting information for all of you guys once it comes out. So make sure to subscribe so you do not miss this. And I will see you guys in my next videos. Make sure to leave a like. See you guys later. Bye.
Tell the DJ, go ahead and run it back. We're dancing, no stopping. Soon as they hear this, they rocking. All the way from China to Boston, from Mexico to Moroccans. I got them dancing, dancing, dancing. Got them in a trance like it's magic. This that landmine explosive, and that explosion is tragic. So watch your step, girl. Cause when I walk in a room,